Once nestled atop a desolate hill, the Grayhaven Hotel stood as a grim monument to forgotten days. Its decaying facade loomed over the town like a specter, casting a pall of unease upon anyone who dared to pass by. Few souls had ever entered its doors, and fewer still had emerged unscathed. Legend held that the hotel was cursed, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead was blurred. Long ago, it was a haven for travelers seeking refuge from the world's turmoil. But something sinister had taken root, turning it into a macabre theater of the damned. On a moonless night, a lone traveler named Emily found herself seeking shelter from an unexpected storm. The wind howled like a tormented soul, and the rain battered the earth with a relentless fury. The only refuge in sight was the dreaded Grayhaven Hotel. With trepidation etched upon her face, Emily stepped across the threshold. The air within was heavy, the scent of decay hanging like a shroud. The flickering candlelight barely dispelled the suffocating darkness, casting eerie shadows upon the cracked wallpaper. As Emily ascended the creaking staircase, she heard faint whispers that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. She froze, her heart pounding, but the voices faded as quickly as they had come. She attributed it to her imagination running wild in the unsettling atmosphere. Her room was at the end of a corridor cloaked in shadows. Emily could feel the weight of unseen eyes upon her as she entered. The four-poster bed looked inviting, but its sheets were as frigid as death's touch. Lying down, Emily tried to dismiss her unease, chiding herself for believing in ghostly tales. The night wore on, and sleep's embrace remained elusive. Just as Emily was on the brink of surrendering to exhaustion, a spectral figure materialized at the foot of her bed. It was a woman in a tattered gown, her eyes devoid of warmth, staring into Emily's very soul. "Leave this place before it consumes you," the figure whispered, her voice a hollow echo of life. "The shadows hunger for your essence." Emily recoiled, her breath caught in her throat. The apparition's warning carried a weight of desperate urgency. Clutching her courage, she managed to stutter, "Who are you?" "I was once a guest, like you," the figure intoned, her form flickering like a dying ember. "Trapped between realms, cursed to wander. The hotel feasts upon the living, a maw that can never be sated." The room seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, the walls seemingly closing in. Desperation clawed at Emily's chest as the truth of the curse sank in. With trembling resolve, she forced herself to flee, her footsteps echoing through the corridors. As Emily reached the lobby, a chorus of whispers erupted around her, the walls themselves seeming to speak in hushed tones. The shadows coiled and twisted, reaching out with intangible fingers. Emily's heart raced as she sprinted towards the exit, her every instinct urging her to escape the grasp of Grayhaven Hotel. The doors burst open, and Emily stumbled into the rain-soaked night. She glanced back at the hotel, its windows now aglow with maleficent energy. The whispers grew louder, carried on the wind, as if the very walls were mocking her escape. Days turned into years, and Emily's memory of the haunted hotel remained etched in her mind. She heeded the warning of the ghostly figure and shared her tale with others, hoping to save them from a fate worse than death. Grayhaven Hotel stood abandoned, a monument to darkness that even time couldn't erase. And so, the legend persisted, a chilling tale that echoed through generations. The cursed hotel stood as a stark reminder that some places should never be entered, for the shadows that linger within hunger for more than just flesh and bone. They hunger for the very essence of the living.